Monday morning. It is December the 19th, and it is cold. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. Excuse me. It's so cold outside, I just don't want to move. I can't drink enough coffee to keep me warm enough. But I understand the assignment. Anyway, rise and shine. It is Christmas week. I hope you're having a great start to the day. I'm very excited to chat with you and spend a little bit of this Christmas week with you. But first, let's just look outside. It's cold. It's cold. Nikki says, looks like you got your computer fixed. No, I am using the laptop at the desk. So I'm looking at this beautiful dual monitor setup. Not able to use it. I need to get to, maybe I'll get to the Apple store today. And the only way you could tell is the camera's just shooting differently. If it was the other computer, it would be different. It would just look different. At any rate, no, not fixed yet. Thank you for asking, though. All right, so it is oh my God, it is so pretty. Clear skies over downtown Orlando. It is chilly, though, my friends. Look at these temperatures across Central Florida. Ticker on the bottom, those are the hourly temperatures. What you're seeing on the map here, those are the live temperatures. It's 48 degrees right now in Orlando. It's 45 degrees in Leesburg, 43 degrees in the Villages, 37 degrees in Ocala. And along the shoreline, 45 in Daytona Beach, 50 degrees in Melbourne. It's the coldest morning we have seen since March. It's been a minute. And that already would be a big story, except it's going to get even colder. It's going to get even colder. What? Yeah, it's totally going to get even colder. We're talking about chilly, chilly air moving into Central Florida come this weekend. But we've kind of got some transition before, and it's Monday, so let's make sure we're all together on every little bit of it. So good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great start. Outside right now, our first warning, live Doppler radar, is a clean sweep, and we certainly like that, okay? So the forecast then for our Monday, we are counting down Christmas right around the corner. Temperatures today beginning in the 30s and 40s. We're headed to the 60s by 11 o'clock, 69 degrees by 1, and into the lower 70s this afternoon. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. No matter what you've got planned. Why is my shirt off center? No matter what you've got planned, should be a really nice day. Partly cloudy skies. It is cold, cold, cold this morning, but we have at least a nice milder finish this afternoon. Sonia says, I can't wait. Barb says, tell me, Eric, is it going to snow? Would you like to build a snowman? Okay, why? No, it's not going to snow. At least not expected to. Now, ocean effect snow, lake effect, something goofy like that, these things can happen. But on a broad scale, no, we're not talking about snow. Sorry. Not ready. Baby, it's cold outside. Donna says, good morning to you. Good morning. I remember the Christmas of 83. Well, Alan, that is definitely playing in because that's the coldest Christmas on record. So, yeah. Brian says, hello, Eric, from Citra. And a half-frozen human popsicle. I would agree. I've got my long sleeves on. I am chilly for sure. I am chilly. Man, oh man. Your short is not off-centered. Your body is crooked. This is perhaps correct. This is perhaps correct. All right. So it's a beautiful forecast for us today after this frio morning. Mucho frio. Very chilly start. All right. Let's talk about temperatures this afternoon. We are going to be running near average. Average has dropped to 73 degrees. It's going to be 71 in Orlando, 70 degrees for us, back up toward like Lady Lake Bellevue, 69 this afternoon in Ocala, about 73 degrees in Melbourne. So it's chilly. I do want to add, though, that the wind is going to be gusting. So even if the temperatures are looking a little bit milder, understand with that wind, there's going to be a bite in the air all day. Have the long sleeves handy, okay? At least that's where I'm going to be. Thank you, Carmelo, for the kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gail says, cafe latte morning. As soon as I'm done with my real coffee, I'll be switching over to my cafe latte, indeed. No, this is not an advertisement. I pay full price for the coffee. I pay full price for the cafe latte protein shakes. Although I do go to Costco to get them, so it's full price-ish. Wesley, could we see flurries of snow? We'll look at the models, but don't get too excited. In order to do that, you have to have cold and moisture, and we're not really going to be in that realm here this weekend, okay? Annie says, get to wear the winter clothes. That's true. All right. Y'all are acting crazy this morning. Let's chat a little bit about the cold that's coming in. First off, let's just familiarize ourselves with the wider perspective, okay? National map showing a pretty decent little storm system across the nation's midsection, and we're starting to see a storm system developing over coastal Texas, coastal Louisiana. My friends, that is going to be our next weather maker that's going to arrive here come tomorrow. Here's a closer inspection. You can already see some of that stormy weather developing. Because it's developing so far south, it will technically have a cold front on it, but don't look for a big chill from this. So once this storm system moves here, it will bring rain tomorrow. It will not bring any more cold. As a matter of fact, it's really going to kind of help to moisten us up and start to warm us up a little bit. So, stand by and I'll find the graphic. So, essentially, that storm system by this afternoon really gets ramped up. We're nice and cool. That storm system come tomorrow works across the Gulf of Mexico and brings up our rain chances. While doing so, we get into a warm air sector, so we start discussing, especially Tuesday overnight into Wednesday. We're kind of delaying it a little bit. We're really talking about rising rain chances across central Florida Tuesday night into Wednesday. So here's a look at the rain chances the next couple of days. Your Tuesday, definitely wet late in the day, overnight, and then clearing out for Wednesday. Then Thursday, we start to bring showers in. Friday, another storm system works in. That storm system is what is going to really hit us right in the throat. Dramatic. For Christmas. So here's a look at Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Okay? This is going to be a shock to the system. First off, Christmas Eve morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s feels like the teens and 20s. Then Christmas Day, another cold morning and a cool afternoon, like 50s, 40s and 50s for high temperatures. Yeah. That's going to be something. That is going to be something. Time for boots, Tiffany says. Oh, for sure, time for boots. Yeah. So could we see snow? Well, first off, you see those icons are all partly cloudy. The thing is, you have to have decent moisture to get rain or snow. And at least in terms of our outlook here, we're just not there. We're going to be dry. Could there be a Christmas miracle? Why not? You know, but your weather pals here to say, don't get your hopes up. Let the cold air be a Christmas miracle in and of itself. You know, just to be honest. Donna says this weekend we will be traveling to Rockledge. Worried about the roads being icy. That black ice is nothing to mess with. That's funny. Be safe. Yeah, that's funny. That's Florida ice. And that is a reality. Black ice is always a reality. TJ, good morning. So excited about all these temps. Thanks for always keeping us updated. Thank you, TJ. Good to see your name popping up this morning, bud. Let's see here. Very good, Tina. All good things. Listen, Tina, I know you're nervous, but you got your bypass schedule. It's all good things. I was nervous too. I swear to you, it's all good things. It's all good things. You're about to Join the loser's desk. The loser's bench. It's so great. Oh, man. I'm excited for you. I am excited. I know, Gail. I keep moving it. I don't know what's going on. Why my shirt wants to sit awkwardly. Maybe I have one arm longer than the other and it's tugging on it or something. Why is this looking all awkward today? What? Why? I don't know. What's the point of it being this cold if there's no snow, Sue says. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it being this cold either. So let's talk about a couple of things here, okay? So there's a look at kind of the temperatures. First off, this is going to be one of the colder Christmases that we have seen in years. I went digging around to find Christmas afternoons in the 50s. And it's actually quite rare. 2020, that year was all kinds of fakakta, so it makes sense that it was a cold Christmas. But prior to that, you have to go back to 2001, my first year in television. I feel like I worked that Christmas day. I feel like I remember being at the television station. Listen, you couldn't get me out of that TV station when I started in TV. But yeah, Christmas Day 2001. That was my first. That was my first Christmas working in TV, and it was cold. 99, cold. 95, cold. 93, cold. So when you look at essentially when you look at time, and I think that this is so interesting, okay? With our forecast high temperature this Christmas Day being 53, we've only seen in the last 50 years highs in the 50s 5 times. And if you use 53 as the moniker, and I'm just going to go find this data real quick. Climb up. Click the wrong link. Although Tony Cristaldi would be happy to know that I clicked on the link to his forecast discussion. All right, 1 second. Times here. I will find the data. Calendar day. Standby. 25. Okay, so we're going with 53 for a high temperature on Christmas Day, okay? So 53 stand by, it's gathering the data. All right, so a high temperature of 53. When have we seen that temperature or colder? So 53 or colder. 95, we had 53 for a high. 2020, we had 53 for a high. 1930, we had 52. 1906, we had 51. 1989, we had 50 for a high. 1961, we had 49 for a high. And 1983, we had 36 for a high. My mother was pregnant with me, and it was cold as heck on Christmas Day. There you go. Always interesting. Just use some duct tape to hold your shirt in place. Yeah, I'll put it underneath. I'll put it underneath, right? Is it too early to look at New Year's? Keith, we can look at data, but it's awful early for that still, yeah. Brian, always the two-part question with you, Brian. Is there any chance of heavy, dense fog the next few days? The atmosphere, there could be. There could be, yeah, this week. There could be. Not like a massive threat, but there is the chance to see it. There's the chance. I'm not like overly concerned about it, but I think that there's going to be a little too much breeze, but there is a chance. And part 2, would thick, heavy, dense fog blanket help to warm in the temperatures? I just don't think that there's a chance in spots, but I don't think it's going to be a widespread thing. Annie says, I probably will use my remote start on my Jeep to warm it up before I run to it. Listen, that's why we invented these things, right? That's just where we're at. So let's talk about temperatures, shall we? Saturday morning, this is Christmas Eve morning. This is our forecast. Now, model data is in some cases going colder, but let's just look at the forecast data. Christmas Eve morning, 35 in Orlando. Yeah. 32 in Sanford. 31 in Palm Coast. 27 degrees. 27 degrees. Yeah. Yep. Nice and chilly. 39 in Melbourne, 35 degrees in Palm Bay. So that's Saturday morning. Understand, though, that there is going to be a wind chill, okay? A wind chill factor. So let's look at the GFS model for feels like temperatures. All right, let's roll through to Saturday morning. All right, these are the feels like temperatures. Not actual temperatures, but feels like 20s and 30s. So it's backed off. Yesterday it was saying teens and 20s. Thank God that's backed off a bit. Unless I'm just too late. Let me go back. Oh, I might have. Okay, actually that was the lowest. Okay, all right. Just want to make sure we've got the best data. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, so 20s and 30s. So the model has backed off a little bit on the feels like temperatures being in the teens, which thank goodness, but nevertheless, it's still looking to be chilly. All right, so that's feels like temperatures. What about our afternoon on Christmas Eve? These are Christmas Eve afternoon temperatures. Yeah, 48 our high temperature in Ocala, 54 our high temperature in Orlando. Yeah, to say read it and weep, I actually think fits. That is cold. I don't care who you are. That is cold. Seriously. That's cold. Oh, man. Kenneth says, talks a lot during hurricane season, but I did a 6-hour talk show last night. You did a 6-hour show? Yeah. The longest I've ever done solo, there was a high risk for severe weather in Central Florida. It was the only time that had ever happened. I was wall to wall by myself on Facebook. Was it 10 hours? Just talking for 10 hours. Maybe it was less. Maybe it was 6. I'd have to, Kenneth, I know it was at least 6 because at that time Facebook Live only went 3 hours, and I know that I had to do it twice. So it was either 6, 6 or not, somewhere in that window. Either way, it's not a competition. That's crazy. Do not recommend. Shannon says, I'm so excited. It's the baby's first Christmas, and it's a cold one. It's going to be a good Christmas. God bless you and your family. Oh, I love it. I love it. Kayla, I was born December 1983. I was growing. I wasn't around just yet. So if we were to look at it all together, Christmas Eve could be among the coldest in years. It's going to be a nice and chilly start to the day, right? Then if we look ahead to Christmas Day, another cold start. We're going to really look and feel like a stereotypical Christmas. Don't wish for a white one. I mean, it's just that it's never happened in Orlando before, and there's a reason for that. You need moisture and cold air. And usually when we have cold air in Central Florida, it is cold, dry air. Yeah, so there you go. Donna says, hey, y'all, keep it down there, please. I know, right? I know. Nikki, timing for the rain tomorrow. Singing in Winter Park at 10. Yeah, for sure. We'll do that. I wanted to get to Christmas. Everybody's going bonkers over Christmas. But we do have some weather happening before that, right? Yeah, we've got that big chance of rain. So let's take a look at Futurecast to discuss it. Tomorrow, rain chances go up, as mentioned, because of that storm system. And I'll show it to you real fast. Come on, laggy. There you are. There's the storm system kind of starting to fire up out over the Texas Gulf Coast. So that's going to be moving our direction and, yeah, bringing us rainfall. So let me find Futurecast. This is way easier on my computer, on my desktop, by the way, for what it's worth. All right, so Futurecast. First off, through today, looking absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely, lovely weather. Let's start with tomorrow morning early, and you'll notice there's more cloud cover around Central Florida, right? That's 5 a.m. Clouds are around 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Let's go right to 10, 11 o'clock. Like midday looking fine. It's going to be a cloudy one, right? Into the afternoon, we will start to see a few showers into the mix, but you'll notice it's going to be later on, like dinner time, sunset, watching those colors coming in. So the good news is that for now, the rain is really timing out to be a late event. Like most of tomorrow is going to be fine. Like we're trying to think of things to do out and about, and we want to be outside. And I think we're going to be fine because by 8 p.m., we're going to be back inside. You know, the kids' bedtime is 7:30, although they think it's later than that. Just don't tell them. It doesn't usually happen until 8. But at any rate, bedtime, yeah, we'll be watching moisture. 10 p.m., watching plenty of rain around. And then finally, by midnight on, it clears out. So the good news is, looking ahead to even our Wednesday morning, there may be a sprinkle or two, but it's all clearing out and making way for us. So let's just base our 7-day forecast up because, I really think that there's so much happening here. Perspective is important. Today, lovely weather, partly cloudy skies. For tomorrow, 70% chance of showers and storms, asterisk. It's going to be like overnight. So I would honestly put PM if I was doing the forecast. And I'm not knocking on Kellyanne, for goodness sake. Each one of us forecasts differently. But for me, I would want you to know that 70% is at night. We're going to be good for the most part. I would probably put mostly cloudy and then PM rain, and then I'd put an icon between Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, it's the winter solstice. Winter begins, and then Mother Nature's like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Right? It hits hard. All right, then Thursday, some showers around, clouds around. Friday storms, and then Saturday into Sunday. We're calling Saturday an impact day just because that wind chill in the morning is really going to bite. But really and truly this weekend, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. So just, for what it's worth, keep that in mind. Yeah. Gail says the cooler weather over the weekend had my dog Speedy and winning 4 blue ribbons. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I was not here in 2020, back north for the first time in 18 years. We had some really cold winters here. Yeah, and we've had a lot of warm ones too, yeah. So, Gail says, covering my veggie garden. I'm probably going to have to keep the pool pump running 24/7 this weekend, yeah. Rosebud, he must be on Facebook. He's reading their comments. I'm reading everybody's comments. I see they're all aggregated together. I'm just not reading a ton. I'm trying to get through, but it's 8:24 and I'm reading the 8:18 comments, so I'm way behind. My apologies, friends. Mickey says on YouTube, I remember that high risk for severe weather looked crazy on radar, but nothing produced. Got very lucky. Yeah, I was on the air that day for like 1,000 hours, and I couldn't believe we didn't get one tornado touchdown. I thought for sure we were going to have something terrible that day. Thank goodness that didn't play out. Seriously, that could have been a terrible day. All right, I'm at 8:23's comments. I'm trying to get caught up. Rosebud said critters come out at night. I'm in the house after sunset. Yep, agreed. For me, like that rain's not going to impact me at all Tuesday. So, yeah. Dave says, I can't get him on my Facebook. I don't know why. Sorry, buddy. Maureen, in 78, when we came to Disney, we were wearing hats, coats, and gloves. They had to replace the flowers daily. It was over Christmas, and they had flurries in Tampa. Wow, that's something. Yeah. That's something. Yanira on Facebook, what time for the Thursday and Friday rain? So it's a little early. It's a little early to time that out, but we can look and at least get an idea, right? For now. Understand, because it's as far out as it is, that is subject to change. If I can find it here. There we are. All right, so there's our Tuesday rain, blah, 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 blah. Wednesday, Thursday. So the Thursday looks like it's going to be raining during the day. and then clearing showers for Friday. So yeah, it looks like during the day Thursday and then clearing through Friday is kind of the idea we're at right now. Yeah. But to be tweaked, to be adjusted, still early. Why only the 7-day does this happen? Play the graphic, buckaroo. Why on the 7-day does it get feisty sometimes? Be the sunshine as well, Marie. Be good. Let's see here. Lisa, heading to Connecticut Wednesday. May as well be there with the weather forecast here. That's true. I mean, this is chill. No matter how you slice it, no matter where you are. Good gravy. Brian, Eric, on the 7-day, how come Saturday and Sunday don't have the red triangles? Because of the extreme severe cold mornings. So I put the yellow... Okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I put the yellow triangle on there yesterday for Saturday. If I was working today, I would have put that yellow triangle on there for Sunday as well. I'm not working. It's not my forecast. It's not my place to do that, okay? I would also say we don't really want to put the red on there 7 days out, 6-7 days out, because there's a lot of room for adjustment. But by like day 4 or 5, like by Tuesday into Wednesday, if that's the case. There's also particular criteria that we use, like with if wind chills were going to continue to be in the teens and 20s, then we would go to the red triangles. But if the models back off on that, then the yellow triangle is fine. But if I was working today, just being transparent, if I was working, I would have put the yellow triangle on Sunday. But that's up to each meteorologist, and I'm off, so I can sit here and talk with you and say that a lot of what we do is subjective. And to me, subjectively, it fits the yellow criteria. The yellow triangle lets you know that the weather is potentially bad, essentially. But, that's to each their own, and I'm not going to knock anybody for it, right? So just remember, it's very subjective, but that's there. Yeah. Unless it's clear as day, like a tornado outbreak, that kind of a thing. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Nancy says thank you. We'll be watching the afternoon coffee talk. We'll be here. I'll be bringing my laptop wherever we are, and I'll tell Jeannie if we're out and about somewhere. We pull over and we do a quick coffee talk, and she'll get upset with me and say, "You're too married to your work." And I'll say, "I'm sorry. It's what it is." Okay. Any kids in the room, any young kids in the room, leave for 2 seconds. Parents, if you've got young kids in the room, leave for 2 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. I'm waiting to get my list from NORAD to track Santa this year. They've got their list of where Santa's going to be and when. Is that a thing? Like, I haven't done those yet. Do you guys like when I track Santa on Christmas Eve? Do you guys like that? The problem is, and since there's no kids in the room, we can have our adult conversation here. The problem is, I taped that. NORAD publishes their data, and I've always taped them and played them back. Behind the magic, right? I've lost some weight, so I can't play them back. I've not had a lot of time to do it, so I was, so like last year I did them live, but I was hoping that I could play them back this year, and I'm like, oh, I've lost a ton of weight, so I haven't. So anyway, yeah, I need to do that. I need to get that list from NORAD. Can you play it in reverse? As long as Santa's not in Orlando before the kids go to bed. Yeah, Santa doesn't usually do that until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, if I remember. But I don't have the NORAD, the NORAD list. Yeah, I don't have the NORAD list yet, and I don't know. I have to find it. So, okay, all right. Overwhelmingly, everybody is like, yes. All right, so at some point this week, I need to start, because it's not a matter of taping it. That's not or taping going live, that sort of thing. That's easy. Taping going live, all that. Usually what I do is I go live when I can and I tape stuff when I know I'm going to be out of the house and then I play those back. But I building the graphics is a lot. The building of the graphics takes a lot of time. So just have to get to that. Yeah. You all like when I track Santa? Okay. All right. So I'll do that again. Santa better watch out for the no-fly zones. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Santa knows about the TFRs. So, yeah, there's always been one meteorologist always posts about the NORAD list, and I need to find that. Is it in like my saved pages or something? I gotta find that. But anyway, I need to find that, and I will. Sigh. In the meantime, I'll go look. All right, there's a NORAD app you can get. Yeah, but there's like a list that NORAD has put out for the media folks where we can like play videos and stuff. So anyway, chat filter, cover your face with a beard. No, I don't think Wesh would like that much. All right. So it's gonna be cold this morning. Cool breezy afternoon, a little milder tomorrow. Tomorrow storms late, like sunset bedtime, overnight kind of storms. Then Wednesday looking good. Thursday looking wet. Friday morning storms are clearing out. And then it's just cold this weekend. Yeah. All right. That's all I got, people. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you guys and gals later on for the 3:30 deal. All right? Bye, y'all.